11 questions in this week's mailbag. One for each degree of temperature outside. Remember to send your questions to RABmailbag@gmail.com and I'll answer as many as I can each week. Liriano. Ronald Martinez, Getty. Danny asks, who is your favorite low-cost, one-year starter left on the market? Liriano, Anderson, Shields. I looked at Shields' numbers just for kicks and couldn't believe he threw over 200 innings last year. Francisco Liriano above all. He has experience starting and relieving, and has moved seamlessly between those roles the last few years. Liriano still misses bats and gets grounders. Not like he did during his prime, but enough to be a serviceable swingman at this point in his career. If not for the regime change this offseason, I'd say James Shields was ticketed for the Orioles. He seems like their type. Brett Anderson is never healthy. Signing him always sounds like a great idea until you actually sign him and he spends 4 months on the disabled list. Gio Gonzalez seems likely to get starting job somewhere rather than settle for a swingman role for the Yankees. I'd rank the veteran one-year free agents like so: Liriano, Gonzalez, Shields, Anderson. Irvin Santana has said he hates pitching in Yankee Stadium, so forget him, and Jeremy Hellickson and Clay Buchholz are great big MEHS. Liriano's my pick. He has the versatility, strikeouts, and grounders I want for that swingman, six-starter role. Keith asks, good problem to have hypothetical. Let's say that Tulo actually stays healthy and, come mid-season, is producing in the field and at the plate. Clint Frazier is mashing at AAA, forcing the issue is hoped, and Didi is due to return. With a three-man bench, we can't carry Gardner, Tulo, LeMahieu, and Ramini. What did the Yankees do? Leave Clint languishing? Cut Gardner? Cut trade Tulo? In that case, the Yankees should dump the eighth reliever and go with a four-man bench. Put Didi Gregorius back at short and Clint Frazier in left, and move Troy Tulowitzki and Brett Gardner to the bench, where they'd join DJ LeMahieu and Austin Ramini. Rotate guys in and out to keep everyone productive and involved. Enjoy the depth. If the Yankees must have an 8-man bullpen, I guess keeping Frazier in AAA is the easy solution, but I don't like it. This is definitely one of those things that will work itself out. I am 100% certain the Yankees would welcome this problem at mid-season. Ralph Indeed, the NY Post recently featured an article with all the writers providing their top 10 Yankees of all time in concert with the Hoff voting. I was shocked to see that Thurman Munson was not listed on any ballot as an all-time top 10 Yankee. Do you agree with this summation? My heart is outraged, but we think with our heads, so please provide some perspective. Thanks. Here is that article. 6 writers listed their personal top 10s and 15 different players were mentioned. Munson was not one of the 15. Had Munson's life and career not been tragically cut short, he died less than 2 months after his 32nd birthday, he stood a great chance of going down as a top 10 Yankee all-time. The 1970s were the golden age for catchers: Johnny Bench, Ted Simmons, Gary Carter, Carlton Fisk, etc., and Munson was right there with those guys. Rookie of the Year in 1970, MVP in 1976, World Series rings in 1977 and 1978, captain of the team, so on and so forth. I'm big on great catchers. I love him. Munson was before my time, but I reckon he would have gone down as my all-time favorite player given everything I've read and heard. Here are the 10 Yankees all-time according to WAR in my personal top list, by WAR 1. Babe Ruth, 142.62. Lou Gehrig, 112.43. Mickey Mantle, 110.34. Joe DiMaggio, 78.25. Derek Jeter, 72.46. Yogi Berra, 59.57. Mariano Rivera, 56.38. Bill Dickey, 55.89. Alex Rodriguez, 54.210. Willie Randolph, 54.018. Thurman Munson, 46.1. Mike's List 1. Babe Ruth Chapter 2, Mickey Mantle 3, Lou Gehrig 4, Derek Jeter 5, Joe DiMaggio 6, Mariano Rivera 7, Yogi Berra 8, Bill Dickey 9, Whitey 410. Alex Rodriguez. Yes, Rivera is the Yankees' all-time leader in pitching WAR, 3 wins ahead of Ford and 5 wins ahead of Andy Pettitte. And yes, I have Mantle over Gehrig. Mantle hit like Gehrig and did it as a center fielder. Both belong in the inner circle of the Hall of Fame either way. Longevity pushes Jeter over DiMaggio for me. Jeter played 1,011 more games than Joe D. And DiMaggio missing 3 years to World War II doesn't make up all of that. On the WAR list, Munson is still behind guys like Ford, Pettitte, Ron Guidry, and Bernie Williams. He's right there with Robinson Cano, 45.5 WAR. Like I said, I dig great catchers, and I think I would have had Munson in the 11 to 13 range somewhere with Pettitte and Bernie on my list. I am surprised none of the 6 New York Post scribes squeezed him into their personal Ton 10 Yankees list. Leaving him out is not egregious though. Munson was great, but the Yankees have had so many great players. Guys like Pettitte and Bernie would be slam dunk top 10s for most other teams. Michael asks, just read a couple of articles about the Yankee farm system and its prospects. Miguel Andujar wasn't mentioned anywhere in any of them. What was Miggy's background and how did he rise to the majors? How come everyone mentions Gleyber but no one mentions Miggy? What's the deal here? The Yankees signed Andujar as a 16-year-old shortstop in July 2011. They gave him a $750,000 bonus and moved him to third base right away. Andujar didn't make it out of rookie ball until 2014. Early in his career he had a tendency to start slow at each new level before turning it on a half season later, and it wasn't until 2015 that he jumped into the prospect spotlight. Here's where Baseball America and I ranked him among their top 30 Yankees prospects over the years: 2014, BA number 18 and RAB number 24, 2015, BA no. 10 and RAB no. 7 2016, BA number 12 and RAB number 15 2017, BA number 12 and RAB number 8 2018, BA number 5 and RAB no. 3 Not sure what I was thinking dropping Andujar from no. 7 in 2015 to number 15 in 2016. Anyway, Andujar had a breakout year in 2016, hitting .271, .331, .403, 108 WRC, with a career-high 12 homers between high A and double A. Then, in 2017, he hit .318, .364, .503, 135 WRC, with 16 homers between double A and triple A, and started to get some top 100 prospect love. Andujar never got as much attention as someone like Gleyber Torres because there were always questions about his defense, and also because it wasn't clear how much power he'd have long-term. For a long time he looked like a line drive guy who might top out at 15 to 20 homers, which is good, but not top prospect good. Fast forward to last season and Andujar had 27 homers and 47 doubles as a rookie big leaguer, so he's answered questions about his power potential. Miggy was the rare underrated Yankees prospect. Benjamin asks, thoughts and the 2001 AL Cy Young Award. 2 names pop out, Roger Clemens 1, and Mike Mussina 5th. In your opinion, if this vote happened right now, would Roger still win? As far as I can see, Moose had the better stats in the AL, but didn't have the magic Ws. That 2001 season was Mussina's best as a Yankee and probably the second best of his career, behind his 1992 season with the Orioles. Mussina led the league in FIP and WAR in 2001. Clemens led in winning percentage, and that's it. Here are the 2001 AL Cy Young voting results.